Hey guys, how's it going? We are so excited to be back here again this week. We've got some pretty fun stuff planned for today, and it's going to be quite unique. Actually, it's going to bring in the ignition flair probably that we've been missing all together, and Catherine's not excited about it, but that's okay. We are going to do our game today, actually at the end of this video. But here's how you can be involved in the game. Okay, we want you to go and place a comment on this video. You need to place your name and what grade you're in, and this is for middle school students, and this is how you can enter in to be a part of this game. And the winner today will get a $10 Chick-fil-A gift card. So make sure that you put your name and your grade in a comment on this post. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put you into the drawing to be a part of our game later on. Before we get into the game, I want to talk to you guys. This past week, a lot of you participated in our Zoom small groups. And Zoom small groups is really just like our normal small group time, except we were able to do it all on Zoom. We broke off with our small group leaders. We kind of tested a trial run out this past Thursday night. We are going to start doing that regularly on Thursday night at 7 o'clock. If you are interested in being a part of that, tell your parents to check in to the Ignition Parents page on Facebook. And that will give you all the details of that Zoom account. Again, that's the Ignition Parents page on Facebook, okay? And that's where those details are. If you're not able to find that, just contact one of us. We'll put a number up at the end of the day, and you can always text us at that number, and we can make sure that you get that, okay? All right, so hopefully you've already checked out the video, week 2 of Undefeated, and so appreciate that. And so we had that discussion. So what were kind of your thoughts? I'm just kind of throwing this in. Brandon, what was your thoughts of the video other than critiquing me and while I'm speaking?
Can I be completely honest with you?
Yeah, that's fine. You didn't watch the video.
Not this morning, no.
Oh, man.
But I watched it when you did it live, and I took a screenshot today, so I fast forward to your, this is embarrassing.
Oh, wow.
Thanks for putting me on the spot.
No
you
problem.
Did great, Jim.
And so, Catherine, did you watch the video?
Yes, I
okay,
liked it.
Great.
It was a lot shorter than what you usually do, so it was good. Liked it.
So I'm usually long-winded.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it was a good time doing the message. For you guys that don't know, I hate video cameras, and now my world's all in front of them. And so this is kind of hard for me. And speaking like that was a first for me. And I'm okay if it's a last, but maybe we'll get back to live
I'll
real
watch it
quick.
tonight, I promise.
All right, appreciate that. All right, so let's just kind of go over that. We're going to start off by going over just some of the questions from what I was talking about. And since it was Undefeated week 2, I talked about how I was a part of a middle school baseball team. We went 10-0 one year. The next year we didn't. It was really good feeling to be undefeated. And then I brought up, that feeling of being on a team that loses all the time, kind of that defeated feeling. So to just kind of start off in our discussion, what has been kind of the biggest moment of defeat that you've witnessed? And I'll go with Catherine
Okay,
first.
it's probably not the biggest, but the first thing that popped in my head was last year. So my dad used to coach at Northside, and he coached football. And the first thing I thought of was when they went to the state championship and lost terribly. Went against the best team, and it was just so bad because you had to sit through the whole game, and the games were running late. So it was already super late at night. We're tired, ready to go home, and they just keep scoring the other team just over and over again. It's like, when is this going to be over? And it was rough to watch.
Brandon?
Well, as a Philadelphia Eagles fan, I've experienced a lot of defeat. But I think the worst that I personally experienced recently has been playing a lot of Fortnite, and we're going for a three-peat where you win 3 in a row. And it came down to me against one other guy to get the three-peat, to win 3 in a row, and I couldn't get the dub. I lost. All the team was yelling in my headset, and I felt really defeated. I actually threw my headset. So, yeah.
Man. And I would have to say, first of all, I want you guys to know I am a state of Georgia teams fan. So right there in itself I just told you that I get to witness and experience a lot of defeat. I mean, I think of the Atlanta Falcons Super Bowl. You know, that was rough.
Yeah.
That was terrible. That was terrible moments.
The Braves in every
quarter.
postseason.
The Braves, you know, they give you hope until they play
In the wild card.
Yeah, and then there's Georgia football, who I'm a fan of, and then we play Alabama all the time, and that defeat happens every time. It's getting tough, and I know the 1980 joke. I understand it all, and so. But then you mentioned Northside, but I'm a Warner Robins Demons fan, and that's been rough the past 3 years in the state champion. So in other words, you don't want me to be a fan.
It's you.
That's right, of your team, and so defeat is quite common when it comes to sports for me. But let's just talk about maybe this question. What do you do when you feel bad about something that you've done? So we're gonna talk about sin. That's what we talked about this morning. But what do you do when you feel bad about something that you've done?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see. What do I do when I feel bad about something I've done? Usually, it stems from anger, right? So usually I get really mad at something or somebody, and then I kind of like calm down and I walk it out or whatever. And I'm thinking, I usually think about something that I've done wrong or that I need to apologize for like 20 minutes. I think on it. Like, was I wrong? Was I wrong in this? And then usually if I feel like I've done something wrong, I end up calling the person or meeting up with the person and apologizing.
Okay, Catherine?
Yeah, honestly, like for me, like I shut down really bad. Like I don't want to talk to anybody because I'm like, oh, they're mad at me. I'm going to be mad at them kind of thing. Like I'm mad at you for no reason. But like I just shut down. I don't want to talk to anybody kind of thing. So I just have to think on it, like when I'm upset about things.
I understand that. And I would kind of respond a lot of times to fix it. When I realize that I've done something wrong, I want to fix it as fast as I possibly can.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of my thing and my way of handling that. Another thing is, how does knowing Jesus died to beat sin for you make you feel? Like, how does that make you feel? Like, other than good,
Yeah.
it does make you feel good.
I think loved is the best way to like describe it.
Okay.
Yeah, the fact that he would take what he took for us and, the beating on the cross that he took for us. And it's you can't really put it into words because no one's ever really done that for you. You'd like to think that if you were in danger, and I think that my parents that your parents would step in. But, I mean, strangers, people you've never met before, none of us have ever met Jesus in person. And so someone who was willing to die on the cross for our sins and to take on all that punishment, it's incredible to me.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
The idea of it, when you really start thinking about it, I do all this, and he paid the penalty. He wants a relationship with me so bad that he was willing to give up everything and to pay the ultimate price for that. And it's just kind of like that moment of awe in my life when that happens. And so those are just some of the thoughts that come from the message this morning. Do y'all have any other thoughts from the message?
I'll watch tonight. I'll text you.
Brandon's gonna put a late comment on here.
I've watched the other two. I feel bad. I had some work I had to get done, and then we had a meeting.
But the bottom line that I talked about this morning is because of Jesus, sin is defeated, and because of what he did and how he did it, he defeated that. He showed his love so much for us that he defeated sin, and that's kind of been the idea of this whole series. Is what Jesus has done to defeat things. And so it's been a really good series, and I'm looking forward to next week, Easter. That's going to be awesome. We get to do it like this, and next week Tucker's going to be speaking for us, and I think Tucker's going to be talking about, obviously, Jesus defeating death, I think. And so I'm looking forward to it. Brandon, you might want to check it out next week.
I'll watch it, Tucker.
What I want to do now is I kind of want to go online. So if you are, if you have a question or something, or you just have something, I'm going to do some online interaction real quick. And so if you have a question and you want to throw it on there in the comments as well, if you are commenting, don't forget to be a part of the game at the end of this. You need to put your name and what grade you're in on the comment section, and we will put you into our generator, okay, and see if you get to be a part of the game in just a minute. So just some of the people that are on here. I see Cassidy Walls is out there. Of course, you got Drew Cook, and you got the three: Drew Cook, Joel Spears, Cody Lassiter. They're just all over.
Pretty much
this
have
thing.
nothing else to do with their time.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, and so, but some more middle schoolers there. I see Carter Gray. I see Jack is out there, and so. I'm trying to go through a lot of these and catch up. I see the Trents are out there, and let's see here. Leah Odom is on there, and so if you have any questions, maybe even a funny question. I mean, we'll answer funny questions. If you have a question for us, throw it online out there, and we will answer those. Before you do, we'll look for those as they're coming in. We are going to do a game in just a minute, and
Okay.
I said it was going to be ignition style, okay? And before we kind of this is kind of how this game is going to work, and just to kind of let you know, make sure you put your name in the comments, and then what grade you're in, because that's how you're going to get to be a part of this game. So. We are going to, each one of us is going to draw a name out of our generator of the people who are watching and the people who comment, and we are going to play the game, but we are going to represent you, okay? So I'm going to participate in the game. Brandon
Yes.
is, and yes, Catherine, you get to participate as well.
You do not want Catherine to get your name. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that.
Catherine's not quite as competitive. I talked about it this morning,
don't care.
and so you know, I am trying to beat Catherine.
I just
let
hope
you know.
everybody has a fun time.
Has a fun time. Yeah, that's not how we do things. I want to win. All right, so and so somebody commented that Carter's being bad. That's kind of funny. I think that was Ethan Trent out there. So, Carter, there you go. Gavin Ray's out there. I see Gavin now.
Gav.
And
Represent Pleasant Hill.
Yep. Kurt Hostler and out there. So, and a few more. We're getting some names coming in now. And so Tucker's putting our names in. So we'll cut that off in just a second. So here's our game in true ignition form. We have to have something messy, right? I mean, we haven't done a messy game from the stage yet. And we really, because we didn't want to take the sacrifice of getting dirty or messing up. So we finally realized, you know, Jesus paid the ultimate price for us. So we will pay a little bit of price for you guys. And we will participate in a very messy game. We have a Cool Whip right in front of us. Each one of us will get a pan of Cool Whip. And I am going to slide this way a little bit. And in this Cool Whip has been a lot of different candy has kind of been put into the Cool Whip. And what we are going to have to do is, without using our hands, we're going to have to stick our face into the Cool Whip, and we are going to have to find the one piece of butterscotch. Now, I think there's a lot of Easter candy in here. I think there's some Robin eggs and some Whopper eggs and some Starburst, and I don't know. Did you put, what else did you put in here,
There's
Brandon?
some Kit Kats in there. I'm a big fan of Kit Kats. So, also, I took off my shoes because they're like $200 shoes. I'm not trying to mess them up.
I see that. Okay. And Tucker, how are we doing back there? You think you're ready? All right. And so we're going to do this, and the way you win is the first one that can find the butterscotch. Catherine, you look so excited about
I
this.
don't want to do this at all.
And so, all right. So what we're going to do before we we got to figure out who we're representing. All right. So all the names have been put in. We're gonna throw it up onto the screen. You're going to see names come through, and then it's going to pick. There it goes right there. It's picking the names. This would be for Brandon. All right, Brandon, this is your
Let's see who it is.
Cassidy Walls. Right
Let's
there,
go.
Brandon.
I got you, Cassidy.
All right.
I got you. Me and you are on
And
a team.
remember, the student, whichever one of us wins, the student that we represent will get the $10 gift card. All right, and let's go ahead and do who I'm representing. Here we go, and it's Anna Lee Munn. There you go, Anna Lee. Good chance right there because I'm pretty competitive. Okay, I am gonna go all out for you. Okay,
Same
but
here, Cassidy. I
Catherine,
got
let's
your
see
back.
who you're representing.
Please be Jack. Please be Jack. Please
Come
be Jack.
on.
Please be Jack. Please be Jack.
Oh, it's a blank slide.
Oh.
Let's try that again.
Please be Jack. Please be Jack. Please be Jack.
Ethan Trent. Ethan Trent.
Ethan, I'm so sorry.
Does anybody have a hair tie?
Ethan is Catherine's representing you, and we're gonna go all out for these students right now. Anna Lee,
I can't see.
I'm gonna do everything I can to find that butterscotch. All right. And
Wait, how do I know what a butterscotch looks like?
You'll know it when you taste it.
it's not what it looks like. It's what it feels like,
I'm not
or
gonna,
what
like,
it tastes
taste
like.
it.
It's got Cool Whip
I'm
all
just gonna
over
spit
it.
it
So,
out.
yes, that's what the side pan.
I'm
you don't
pretty
have
nervous.
Your side
I don't know
pan.
why.
have my side
Oh,
pan.
your side pan is so you can spit into it, so you can figure out what you have there. Okay,
We got
and
this,
so
Cassidy.
I'm going to completely remove this iPad because I think it's going to be rough. All right, and so I'm going to put my mic up.
I'm really scared.
Already? Okay. And so I guess what is it? Is it 3, 2, 1, go type of situation? Is
I'm just trying to decide if I'm gonna just like dive straight into it or if I'm gonna try. I don't know.
Y'all are getting to strategize. I mean, I've done this game before. Have y'all ever done it before?
No.
Never done it before.
No.
I've done it, but it's been a while. So it's been at least 20 years. So 20 to 22 years or something like that. And so.
We should have left that game 20 years ago.
But this one, some of our students have done it. They've done it over the past couple of years. And so here we go. Are y'all ready? All right. It's going to be
Real quick, can
Yeah.
we lift the pan up or do we have to go like?
Yeah, it's no hand, so you
Okay.
have to just put your face into it. All right?
Hair's
so
already
that's
in my
the way
face.
it goes. You can put your hands on the table, but you
Okay.
can't grab the pan. How's that?
Sounds
That's
good.
the rule. Okay? All right. And here we go. 3.
All right, Cassidy.
Oh.
All right, Cassidy.
All right. Ugh, no strategy.
I better get some of these chicken nuggets that you get with the gift card.
3, 2, 1, go. For real? Yeah. Man, we shouldn't have let you make it. Where's our towels?
You're welcome, guys.
Like crazy.
That was fun. That was really fun. I hate this.
Me too. All right. Hey,
That was
so who
quick.
won? Cassidy?
Yeah, Cassidy.
got it all in
Sorry,
my
Ethan.
And
couldn't
man,
believe
Emily,
it.
I promise I went all in for that.
I couldn't believe it,
And,
honestly.
Wow. So what we have,
That was quick.
Cassidy, we're going to send you the information for the gift card, and you can punch it into your Chick-fil-A app, and you'll be able to use that at Chick-fil-A. We thank you guys so much for checking in today, and we will see you guys next week.
See you
Don't
guys.
forget, if you did not take part in Zoom, make sure you get that information this week on how to be a part of our Zoom small groups, and we'll see you guys next week for Easter.
See you guys.
I knew you.